German Geschütz 4, also known as Globulus. I'm posting another battle between myself and Charlie here. We're both the Heaven Clan. This is a 31K battle. It's a 1v1, of course. Just a rundown of the armies here. I have 5 Praetorian cohorts. Good lord. I have 5 Praetorian cavalry. I have 13 urbans, and I have 1 archer auxilia. If you go over here and we'll look at Charlie's army, he has standard 31K setup with 14 gold urbans and 6 Praetorian cav. And as you can tell, this battle don't last too long, so here's Charlie doing his favorite let's go to the left thing. Which I have no problem with. I've kind of gotten used to it now. That's why I kind of deploy off to my right. That way, you know, I'm already in position to meet him. So in that regard, Charlie's kind of predictable. But again, most 31K fights, you know, they're brute force battles. Not necessarily so many tactics involved. Now, team battles, that's a different story. I mean, it's brute force, but at the same time, there can be some tactics in it. So, I think this is the battle where I tried to do what Hercules does. We'll put 1 unit in front as a Pila shield, and then in loose formation. Then the second one, just regular loose formation, so they can exercise their own rights to throw Pila. My archers were firing at his cohorts here. I believe I switched them to fire on his cavalry here in a moment, though. But he has a cav advantage, so this fight isn't going to last a whole long, you know, it's a real long time here. He kind of bum rushes me here. I do counter somewhat. I just wanted to get his second rank to use a lot of his Pila before I really did a whole lot else. Yeah, now I have my archers targeting his cav here somewhere. Not sure which ones. Thought it was this one, but I could be wrong here. Yeah, I've just got my 1 unit fighting against his cohorts here. He didn't really use a lot of his Pila like I hoped for, but you know, you can only do so much. I was trying to get him to use his Pila. He didn't really use it like I thought he would. Here, I'm bringing my army up in sections, waiting to see where the trouble spots are going to be. Neither one of us are really committed to the battle yet here, as far as our main infantry forces. But he does have an advantage. He has an advantage of 1 infantry and 1 cavalry. Now here I should have had these units closer, so that way when he did make a cav charge, I would be able to counter that with a Pila shot. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. I responded a little too late. And same over here. He pulls him back as well. Yeah. I send in more of my units to get some things done here. I'm targeting this cav here. So Charlie is managing to rout a lot of my units here. Well, my first two initial units. Now the cavalry thing, I probably should have went ahead and sent my cav in. I was kind of slow at doing that. I was trying to, because he had the cav advantage, I wanted to try to at least kill one of these units before I tried to make a cav fight out of this. But Charlie wisely keeps pulling back, so I didn't really have a chance to do that. So we'll end up having a cav fight over here. He probably didn't need to bring his urbans along. Well, he didn't bring them all along, but he probably didn't need to bring any of them over here on the flank like this. But seeing that he did that, I bring one of my depleted units of cohorts and one of my main units, and basically try to catch each other here on the well, his right, my left flank. Now, I was going to try to turn his flank over here, but there's just no possible way I could do that at this point. I did manage to rout one of his units, but he's completely broken through my my line here. And here's where he starts his hammering anvils, and he just, this is pretty much what spells the end for me here. Like I said, with that cav advantage of his, he would have had one unit free to do whatever it wants, and he, like I said, he broke through and then utilized the hammer and anvil advantage and or hammer and anvil strike and took care of it. And he still has 2 infantry units in reserve, so here comes this unit back. I mean, I'm winning the cav fight because my cav got the experience advantage, but no infantry. You know, I've not done enough damage to really do any good against him, even with my cav here. I don't have one unengaged unit. I do send them in here a little bit, but it really doesn't make a difference. You know, Charlie's got this pretty much won here. Got my armies routing. I've got forces engaged on both flanks. He's completely destroyed the center of my line. So I did switch to a wedge formation. Essentially trying to split these in two while I swung this unit around, but for some reason they go after his horses instead of going after his infantry like I told them to. Here my cohorts fell back here. I'm not sure why. But I do admit defeat here in just a moment. But this was a good battle for Charlie. I mean, he utterly annihilated me. I'm not going to make any
but defeat is only the first step to
qualms about it here. And here we go. I mean, he got twice the number of kills I did, so good job by Charlie. Look at my casualty list. I didn't do a whole lot, really, so this was just Charlie owning me. I'll just say it right out and simple. Anyway, good game of Charlie here. Everyone remember, always play with honor and bleed your enemies.